Welcome to your ultimate guide for acing the interview for a labor relations director position. This role is crucial in fostering harmonious relationships between management and employees. Let's kick things off with a common yet pivotal question you might face. Can you think of a time when you successfully resolved a labor dispute? This question is asked to see how well you can handle conflict resolution and make a positive impact on the organization. Let's explore some strategies to help you craft a compelling response. Pick a dispute that had a noticeable effect on the organization. Clearly outline your role in resolving the issue. Focus on how you communicated and collaborated with everyone involved. Discuss the outcome and any improvements that were made as a result. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Now, let's look at a sample answer to illustrate these points.
In a previous position, we had a dispute over overtime pay. I organized a meeting with HR and union reps to address the concerns. We achieved a compromise that satisfied both parties, leading to a new overtime policy that boosted transparency and trust. This strengthened our relationship with the union and reduced future disputes.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Labor Relations Director. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Can you share an experience where you worked closely with a union representative to reach an agreement? Interviewers ask this to assess your teamwork skills and ability to collaborate with union representatives. Here are some points to consider as you prepare your answer. Choose a situation that showcases collaboration. Explain the mutual goals you and the union rep aim to achieve. Detail the negotiation process and how you communicated. Highlight the outcome and how it was beneficial for both sides. Reflect on any lessons you learned from the experience. Let's go through an example to see how you might structure your response.
In my last role, I teamed up with a union rep to negotiate a new contract. We aimed to enhance employee benefits while keeping costs reasonable. Regular meetings allowed us to address needs and concerns from both sides. Ultimately, we reached a compromise that improved health benefits with a modest dues increase, strengthening our future negotiations.
Describe a time when you led a significant change in labor policy at your organization. This question digs into your leadership abilities and how you manage change within an organization. Let's go over some tips to help you explain your leadership experience effectively. Select a specific example with a clear outcome. Explain why the policy change was needed and who was involved. Highlight your leadership role and communication approach. Discuss any challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Wrap up with the results and impact on the organization. Here's an example to give you an idea of how you can present your story.
In my previous job, I saw the need to update our remote work policy. After gathering feedback from employees and management, I led the initiative to create a new policy that boosted productivity. We faced some resistance, but through open forums and sharing data, we gained support. The change resulted in higher employee satisfaction and retention.
Imagine there's a potential strike brewing due to disagreements over contract terms. How would you handle this situation? This question tests your ability to manage conflict and prevent disruptions within the organization. Consider these strategies when forming your approach to this scenario. Identify the root causes of the disagreement by talking to both sides. Engage openly with union leaders to find common ground and address concerns. Develop a negotiation strategy that involves concessions while protecting the organization's interests. Be prepared for mediation by bringing in a neutral third party if necessary. Have a contingency plan ready to minimize disruption if a strike occurs. Here's how you might articulate your approach to handling such a situation.
I would start by meeting with union leaders to understand the specific issues and explore a mutual agreement through open dialogue. If tensions were high, I'd arrange for a mediator to assist in discussions, while also preparing a plan to keep operations running if a strike happened.
If you received conflicting data about employee satisfaction, how would you determine the best course of action? This question evaluates your ability to make data-driven decisions and handle discrepancies effectively. Let's look at some strategies to help you navigate this challenge. Check all data sources for accuracy and relevance. Conduct follow-up surveys or focus groups for deeper insights. Look for patterns or trends in the data to understand the context. Consult with key stakeholders to get diverse perspectives. Prioritize actions that are evidence-based and align with organizational goals. Here's an example answer to guide your thinking.
I would start by verifying the data's integrity to check for any errors or biases. Then I'd gather more feedback through follow-up surveys and engage with employee groups to clarify issues. This holistic view would guide me to the best course of action.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.